Okay, well, we're back. Didn't really work on the car at all this week. I think I got up Monday before work and I hung the door, dry fitted actually. Let me just turn it around real quick. It's Friday morning. Took the day off. It's 4-day weekend. Happy Labor Day weekend, everybody. But we're working here, so let me just turn this around real quick. In progress. So I've got the door frame on. I've already installed the door once. Well, this is actually twice now. Once pre-paint, once post-paint. And one of the tricks that I've been using for the last couple is I use self-tappers when I'm doing. Let me get this all open. When I'm doing all the dry fit, and you can see here that I've made a couple of adjustments, and then what I'll do afterwards is I'll go through and actually drill through both sides. Sorry, right here. So you can see I had to adjust the door a couple times, and that way, if something changes in paint, I can still move stuff around and not digging in the door. So and I've only got the one small hole in the door right now. So I'll show you how that ends up before I end up painting or end up drilling the final hole. And you can see here's the hole for the window mount. So right now what I'm doing, I found that it's easier to, unlike my car, I did the door poppers after after the door skin was on, so that was really hard, but it's still doable. It's much easier now. So I do all the striker alignment and all this without the door skin on, and that makes things quite a bit easier. This door, for whatever reason, is actually opening and popping more like I would want it. The other one is unlocking but not releasing as cleanly from the striker itself. So I don't know if that's something that's going on the striker itself. I need to go back and go take a look at it. For sure it opens and closes fine, but it does have I don't know, it does have some resistance that I need to figure out where it is. I've lubed up the actual bear claw, and it's not that. So what I am noticing is that, hopefully I can show this to you so it looks right. The amount of space and engagement that you have, hopefully this works. The end, let me go back here. The thickness of the end of this striker needs to, basically fit in this, between this silver plate and the black bear claw right here. And there's not a lot of room right there. And if it's cocked off or there's an angle there, it'll tend to want to grab the side of this bear claw and not release. Or not cleanly release. It'll open, but it won't allow the door to just, basically fall out of the bear claw under its own weight, which is kind of what I'm after, because I don't want to put springs or anything on the doors to pop them open. So, but whoops, it's locked. So, other than that, right now this side's pretty good. So I'll definitely go back and do some adjustments, but the door is going to sag a little bit after initial install and everything gets happy. So I'm not going to spend too much time, fine tuning it now. Probably within the first 50 miles, everything will adjust a little bit, and I'll have to go back. So as long as it opens and closes decent, I know we'll have to go back between the 50 and about 100 miles. Just need to go back and make sure everything didn't move, and they do tend to move a little bit. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and install the door popper, and I'll show you how that all goes in. And stand by, I'll be back. Okay, and now I've got the door popper pretty much working. I've got the key fob program now, so basically the number 1 button is the driver's side, and the trunk button is the passenger side. I've got my relay here set up. Of course, it's laying on the sill, but I leave everything loose until we get the door actually on, and then I'll go ahead and attach it, zip tie it to the door frame. And a couple things on this piece. You don't want this kind of like showing through the door opening, and the other issue is that the door skin on this side, on the inside of the car, actually comes in. So what I end up doing is this plate has holes on the top and it has holes on the bottom. I don't use those. I drill a midline set of 2 holes and put those there. And then the other issue when you do these like this is that the door slot to slide over this piece is only just about that wide. Well, you can see right here that the solenoid is protruding quite a bit further. So just kind of thinking outside the box a little bit on how to finagle this all in. I cut a slot in this piece such that I can take these 2 screws out before I put the door on, let this hang, and actually it'll hang down in here. All of this stays connected, right? This stays connected, so I don't have to deal. I'm sorry. This will end up coming off, and then I just have to screw it in from the back with a 90-degree drill bit or screwdriver. But it's all mounted. But the issue is that when you get this piece bolted in, you don't have enough slack in here to get everything put together, and this piece I don't take out of here. So I just slot it right here, and then basically as this is all going, once it's all together, I just come back and just slide it in. So you want to cut this slot, for the way I do it anyway. Everybody can do it differently, I suppose, but I cut this slot so this first, not the big, this big shelf goes through, but this very next one, and it's slotted a little bit, so it'll just slide through that cutout, and you don't lose any structural integrity there, and it works just fine. And then just from the door popper perspective, sorry about that, this is how the other door is supposed to work, and I still got to go back and go figure out why that is. But again, there's no spring or anything here, and I've got it, I guess weighted is the right word, but when you hit the button, it actually pops out. So that's kind of what you want. The other one doesn't do that. It just takes a little tension to pull it open. But ultimately, that's the deal. So let's go put the door skin on, and we can wrap this side up. Stand by. Okay, and just like that, we've got the window in, the door skin's on, and again, I'm still just using self-tappers. The smallest, basically it's a, what is it, 1/8 inch self-tapper. So if I need to move stuff around just a little bit, that's inside the 5/16 bolt hole that I'm getting ready to make. And then I can just refine that hole. Now the only thing I've got left to do, final adjustment, is I've got to bring in the top of the door just a little bit, but that's not a huge deal. I like to leave it out a little bit so that I'm not marking. Of course, I tape all this off while we're opening and closing the doors, but just in case something shifts, I wait till the last basically just until I'm getting ready to put this last cover on to suck that door in the rest of the way, but it's pretty close. And now, and this is why I need to go back and check the other door, but so I'm standing pretty far away from the door. I'm gonna have to catch it, but using the door frame on the bulb seal, it has some built-in springing built into it, so I don't need a door popper like a full metal door would have. But here you go. So that opens real nice, and it opens nice and wide. I did a little bit of extra grinding in this corner, and I still have to go back and touch all this stuff up, but so that I can get the maximum amount of door opening, so that once you take a look at the distance from here to where the quarter window is going to stick out, while that looks like a lot of room now, it shortens up quite a bit with that this quarter window in. So, you know, just since Steve is new to getting into the car, the wider we can make this door opening for both passengers and new drivers, the better, because there's a high likelihood that you'll hit this piece of fiberglass and crack the Lexan plexiglass, acrylic window, and you'll crack it right here. Not the body, but the acrylic, and then you'll have to refit and all that stuff. So you can see I'm waiting until this is all done to actually put this window in again for the same reason. So anyway, and then there are all the temporary screws. So we'll go ahead and put the full send on there and get this all bolted down, and then I'll get the door straps in there to keep the door frame from contacting the paint. But all in all, that's both doors hung, and they're basically the same distance. I think they're off maybe by an 1/8 inch side to side, but close enough. Looks real good. Again, I gotta deal with this door. You have to kind of tug on it, and that might be okay. I mean, if you accidentally hit the door popper, I guess, going through the parking lot, at least it wouldn't fly open. And if you're on this side of the car, there's no way you're going to grab that door. So may leave it, but maybe we'll just attack it at the first 50-mile update, because it's all going to come back in and just nut and bolt everything. All right, so let's get going. I got a lot of stuff to do this weekend, so let's go. All right, folks, it's about 6 p.m. on Friday. Been working all day. Well, most of the day. Had to work. It's supposed to be my day off, but phone rang. Work called. Let me turn the fan off. It's been hot. Been trying to stay hydrated, but man, I'm stopped sweating here about 30 minutes ago, so I guess I'm done. Let me turn this around, show you what I got done, and yeah, dirt all over my face. And see what you think. I did fix the doors, the driver's side or passenger side door. Good, Eric. So yes, the right hand side is passenger side. It turned out that the striker, the striker post, if you will, was at an angle. So the bear claw was wedging itself in there, so there was no adjustment I could really do in or out, so I ended up making the end of the bolt just a little bit narrower and was able to get everything to work. So the other thing I did is I went ahead and put both the headlight buckets in, and yep, even me, I screwed this one up, and luckily I had a spare for the Coupe. Something changed again after paint, and the hole was in the wrong place, so I fought with it for a little bit, and then finally I gave up and just redid the mounts are all the same. The hole in the lens was wrong, but it all works now. The door, you saw this earlier, is all in, and it's all in for good now. I do have slight bit of a gap issue right here,
So I will address that at some point, and I've got room to move the top of that window back. Not a huge deal, but just wanted to get. I did program all the key fobs, so here you go. That one works, and I ended up putting the leather strap in there now, so that's all done. Did a little bit more wiring in here. I've got the three eyebrow lights there for left turn, right turn, and a high beam. The high beam is LED, and it's staying on when the parking lights are on, or even headlights are on. So it's receiving some ground voltage on the ground circuit, I guess. So I'm gonna get a diode. I think it's coming in on Sunday, and I'll diode the ground, and that should fix that. Let's see, and then I said the passenger side was not opening on its own, but now it is. So that's cool. And I did put the strap in a little tighter on this side, only because, passengers are probably, more like about ready to like push on the door when they get in. So to give it a little bit more flex, they really would need to get after it to make that hinge touch the body. I gave Steve a little bit more on his side because he knows how to, or he does know, will know, or does know that you don't need to jam on it too hard. Started doing the air conditioner stuff. I've got a really old check and fill unit, and it's holding pressure. It takes about an hour and a half, and then it slowly starts to go away. So I'm gonna say it's good. I think it's actually leaking out of the fittings. So I'm gonna try and put a little bit of stop leak in there anyway. And then I decided we're at that point where I needed to make a list. So that's my list to finish, which isn't too bad. So I have to put the wipers in, fog lights, put the driver's seat in, side vents for the hood, tops of the foot boxes, the sides for the foot boxes, hinge spacers, still need to put those in. I got to build a new hood prop because I'm going to put the front wheel wells in. I got to finish with the radiator aluminum. I got to do that diode. I got to clean up all the wiring. Got to put the windshield in on Sunday. Probably Saturday night. Let's see. I don't even remember what that last one is. Oh, rubber feet for the hood latch because it's still bouncing around a little bit. I'm not. The first time I used that seal, I'll show that to you here, and I got to install mirrors. And that's it. So, not bad. And then I got just tidy up little things. But yeah, as far as this hood goes, or the trunk latch, so the trunk itself is down and secure, but this seal is pretty smushy. So basically what's happening, I'm watching the back window as I'm idling, and it's kind of moving around quite a bit. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some rubber, like I have on mine, I'm going to put some rubber bumpers right in here, so when it's latched down here, the two corners are down, and at least it's pinched between two solid surfaces rather than one. So that's the plan anyway. So we'll hit it. So today's Friday. We're gonna hit it again hard on Saturday, tomorrow. Oh yeah, I did get the quarter window in. I didn't say anything about that on the driver's side, but that's all done. Yeah, I'm excited to get this done and see how it all looks out in the sun, all done and clean. So yeah, I think that's it for right now, and we'll fire it back up tomorrow morning, and we'll see where we end up. Talk to you soon. Okay, closing out on Saturday. It's about 6 o'clock, so I've been at it good 12 hours today. Let me just turn it around and show you where we're at. We're really getting close. Stand by. Okay, got the inside, pretty much in the engine compartment, all done. Still got to put this panel in. I took this windshield wiper motor apart. I lost a little bracket that goes between the two, so yeah, I'm gonna either need to buy another one and cannibalize it or something, but I'll figure it out. I'm not sure what happened to it, if it fell out or whatever. I got the radiator aluminum in, and engine's all cleaned up all the hood liner and everything. I've got these all drying. I got the mirrors in. Fog lights are on. I went ahead and did 1032 button head screws, so that looks pretty good. And painted that, so it's all good. Here's this side. Got that side done. That, and then Steve ordered a rear view mirror bar. It's that 5-pack, so we got that mounted. And let's see, windshield wipers. Let me go look at the list. Tripping over tools. It's time to eat. Missed dinner yesterday. Didn't do lunch today, so gotta feed the machine. So let's see how the seat's mounted. So I've got to finish up the wipers, tops of the foot boxes. I got one more left to do. Foot box sides, hinge spacers. I still have to do. Waiting on the diode. That should be here tomorrow. Clean the wiring. Put the windshield in. Little rubber feet for the hatch. And I got all this done. So that's about it. I think there's probably a couple other things, but yeah, I got let me put this away. Got the seat in and everything, so we're pretty much done with that. And let me close the hood, so stand by. Okay, got the hood closed. It's raining outside, but there you go. Garage is a complete mess again, but that's how it goes. Need to get it outside. Do a good cleaning on it. Got the headlight covers on. Let's see, yeah. Doors are all looking pretty good. Happy with them. They're still kind of adjusting themselves, so I gotta, the amount of time, many times that we've been opening and closing them, they're already needing a little bit of adjustment, so that's good. Getting the iterations in. Still got some cleaning to do. Wheel wells came out good. Got one wheel is in about 1/16 of an inch more than the other one, so I'll still got a little bit of finagling to do, but not you can't see both sides of the car at the same time. But there you go. All right, so man, the rain feels really good out here. It's been so hot, so we will continue tomorrow, and yeah, it's looking good. Try and get the windshield in tomorrow, and get that all set up. And I think we will probably go for a drive on Monday. Get the windshield to good 1 day to cure. Make sure it goes in good. I still got to paint the frit all around the outside, so mark that today. Other than that, yep. Peace out. I'm gonna go get some pizza and relax. So we'll see you tomorrow, which would be Sunday, and we'll get another, I don't know, 8 hours on it. So talk to you soon.